The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, let's see what you got. Hey, check, Mike 21. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Shift. SOS.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight. Watch 11 Thomas. Mike 2, Mike. 12. Heavy on the edges.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6.
I'm letting you know right now.
Now Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Chris Boyd in there to make the play. But you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And that is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
11. Mike 4.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike.
From the 25 on second down. Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
11. Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Even. 4 down. Even. Mike 2. Mike 2. Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40. They go play action here on 1st down.
Back to you.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Brandon Wilson to return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident.
That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offense.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. 91 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Two of their three red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. They'll go to P-Rod, try to pound it in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the one. They'll run with Mixon, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. McPherson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
Here we go. Check back 21. Here we go. 180.
Check 30.
Place hot. Hot. 11, 11, 11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey, check Mike 21. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Here's a diving catch right side. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses, also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Hatch it.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with now 3 week 1 touchdowns. And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Hey, let's get that ball. Let's get that ball right here.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there for Minnesota. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
I'm going to run you over. Mike 4, Mike 4. Big stop, D.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Let's get there.
Nixon will try the right side. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Here's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now it's Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off near the 44. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45.
Looking to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. And they'll run again. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here we go. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 60 by 6. 60 by 6. Mike, 45. Man, I got you, I got you, I got you, I got you.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr. from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Mike, 54.
Here we go. Dot. Dot.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 160 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. 2nd down at 4.
11, 11.
Tight ends on the ring.
Again, it's Mixon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Burrow will throw to the right side and complete to Hurst. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not...
Touchdown! Hayden Hurst, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
I'm the best in the game. I'm the best
Vikings.
in the game.
A great effort there. 81 yards. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Bengals 42, Vikings 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
11 MT.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 4, Mike
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Now Burrow on first down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
12, 12, 12.
Mike 4, Mike 4. I got you, son. I got you, son. Mike 4.
11 Thomas.
Mike 4, Mike 4.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now it's Wilson. And he returns this to the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
22's coming, 22's coming. Mike. Bring it.
11 MT. 11 MT.
25, check 25, check 25.
11.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
180. What is that?
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Burrow looking to pass. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. The return man, Wilson. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
195 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
45's the mic, 45's the mic. Check, check, check.
This is Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
11.
Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot, so what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down?
To throw, Burrow. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd.
4 down, 4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down.
Now Burrow.
Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Mike, 2, watch 2, watch 2. Hey, pick your game up.
They'll give it to Mixon. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And he got it. The kick is good. The rookie in his first NFL game hits it as time expires. And the Bengals are going to get out of here with a W. So